A young man was murdered at the Mount Olympus trailhead by a local gang on August 3rd. A week later, 2 people were injured in a gang-related shooting. Those are just some of the cases in Salt Lake City Police Department's gang unit says they've investigated. I'm Maya Constantino in Salt Lake City. I spoke with officers in the gang unit who told me they're seeing more gang-related crimes than in years past.
It's less likely that we're catching them, out on the block, out in the hood, having parties.
Gang members in Utah are only getting younger. Sergeant Robert Ties with the Salt Lake City Police Department's gang unit says the way gangs are investigated has changed a lot over the years.
That's traditionally what we think of. A lot of the stuff happens now through social media, through messaging apps, in the schools.
The Utah Statewide Information and Analysis Center reported that in 2024, 35% of firearm-related cases in Salt Lake County were gang-related.
A lot of the investigations we do are based on social media platforms, messaging, getting search warrants that way.
Junai joined a gang when he was just 13. It was all he ever knew. Now he works with the organization Day One. He helps youth stay out of gangs and prisons.
If I had an older brother that, set a better path, I probably would have took that path. We didn't have that option growing up. It was either this way or that way.
Sergeant T says prevention begins at home.
Unfortunately, they target kids that come from less affluent families, parents that are working multiple jobs to barely afford rent and groceries, things like that. So it's easy for the established gang members to go to the youth and say, hey, if you can go sell this marijuana or these THC carts or cocaine or whatever it is and make tens of thousands of dollars, that's a very attractive thing. And once they get their hooks in them, then they start, payment comes due. Now you've got to hold guns for us, commit acts of violence, do drive-by shootings.
Sergeant T says parents need to be present with their kids.
And being a parent's hard, especially like I said, when in our economic status, you're having to work multiple jobs to afford family life. But being involved in your kid's life, paying attention to what they're doing, who they're hanging out with, any stark changes you see in their behavior.
In Salt Lake City, Maya Constantino, Fox 13 News, Utah.